minute.
We back.
Hey.
We back. And we back.
Hey. Hey. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, cut that back on. We about to freestyle. Come on.
All right, come on.
Hey.
Start
that back up.
We're gonna restart it.
Yeah, we finished.
All right, y'all about to get I made this beat, so go ahead, freestyle away. No copyright. Go ahead. I want to hear. Give me your best 16.
All right.
We got Dion Dawson in the booth.
Let's go.
We got Dion in the booth. Talk to him,
go.
son.
Chicago, stand up. Chicago, Southside. 570. Hey, the intro be like, yeah, real gang shit. Yeah,
Real dreamer shit.
Jumping out of the second floor into your girl dreams.
Hey.
Yeah. Drinking number mojito.
Alright, bro. End of the episode. I'll see y'all next week. Dion go take it over from review, bro. That man said drinking the mojito. Alright, come on.
Yeah. Alright. Ride the beat with me. She in the sheets with me. Getting freaky with me. Call my guys up. About to slide streets with me. 1,500 for a verse. Psych. 20.
If you said 2,500, G, all right. We ended this. We'll get up with y'all later, bro. This has been Chief Dreamer, episode number 7. Title of this is Freestyle. We out of here. We'll see y'all next week.
That's how they be. They be like, they had a combo. They be like, hey, 25 for a verse. Psych. 25 for a hearse. Like, nigga taking life, right? Niggas ride bikes, right? I be like, hey, yo, he's spitting. Hey, man, I'm just saying.
I have electronics on my desktop. Hard drives, a mixer. You about to make me ruin all this equipment I paid all this fucking money for, bro. Spitting my goddamn water all over the place.
Bro, but listen.
Get this beat out of here, bro. Get this beat out of here. Stop this, man. He over here with a wild style on the fucking Chief Dreamer podcast.
You want me to tell you what's funny, bro? It's because you want me to tell you one of my and listen, we going to Lil Wayne best of 2000s first. Because this the Chief Dreamer podcast. The Chief Dreamer do what he want. Let me explain something to you. Do you remember the game Midnight Club? You feel me?
One of my favorite games of all time. One of the best racing games of all time.
Listen, bro. These kids will not understand when Midnight Club dropped and you could fully edit the vehicle when the Chrysler 300 was sitting on dubs. Okay? But before we got to, Grand
Theft Auto. Neon underneath.
Bro, but listen,
with the neon underneath the car, you know what I mean? Before the GTA days.
Before GTA, bro, that was the first game. First of all, the soundtrack, bro, and because I'm about to go somewhere, I'm about to bring you in.
Mad big timers on that soundtrack too.
You going there?
My bad.
One of my favorite Lil Wayne verses is when I was riding in my Chrysler 300, pink neon lights under. And Get Your Shine On came on. Oh, listen.
Get Your Shine On was made via that game. I don't care what nobody said.
Listen, that man Wayne came on. They say I walk around like I got an S on my chest. That be that cash money, peace, flow, rest in the debt. I'm a specialist vest. I be in class, no pencil, no test on the desk. I make your mouthpiece so beast like Della Reese. I'm from the South Streets. Bro, listen. Wayne went to a place, bro. Wayne went to a place that very few people get to, which is why, like, this generation don't understand, bro. They don't understand that Wayne went to a place where every single thing that man recorded was a 9 or better. And you knew he was there because the songs he was on, a lot of them sucked. But when it said featuring Lil Wayne and you heard that lighter flick, bro, oh my goodness. Bro.
I'm crying that you said the songs he was on, a lot of them sucked.
Bro, the man was on a Paris Hilton song. Bro, he was on, bro. Anything you put in front of that man, he killed it. And that's what I appreciate about like the same reason that this generation loves Anthony Edwards on the court is the same reason why we love Lil Wayne in music. It's like, listen, respectfully, I'm going to annihilate everything. You remember, I told you this. I said when I started my journey, I said I treat every day like Lil Wayne in that lighter flick. When you see Dion Dawson attached to it, when you see Chief Dreamer attached to it, I want you to understand I don't care who's there. I could be reading nursery rhyme books in a fucking preschool. I'm reading it like DMX singing fucking Jingle Bells at Hot 97. I don't care. I'm gonna bring me. So it's like, bro, Lil Wayne, get your shine on. You talk about, I mean, and listen, we can even name, bro. Do you remember? Side note, I know we talking about Wayne. Do you remember, bro?
I mean, like if I'm being honest, if I'm being honest, I told you we was gonna get to the point where we was gonna put these fucking topics up and we was not gonna talk about it no more because you was gonna be so comfortable talking. And now we have arrived. Look, I told you by episode 10, you was gonna be a good podcaster. You 3 episodes away. You getting there. You on your Ant Edwards. Are you gonna elevate and become Michael Jordan, Anthony Edwards?
Dog, listen, bro. When I tell you, do you remember like what Lil Wayne did to everybody else though? Like Wayne raised the level of competition for everybody. Cause the man was jacking beats, bro. The man was just, hey, listen, swag surfing. Bro, hold on, bro. Oh, listen, to me,
between I would say dedication 1 and I would say sorry for the wait. If Wayne dropped on your song, bro, that's really nothing. If I hear that song, it's not like even Watch My Shoes, Banned from TV, them Lil Wayne songs to me.
Hold on, bro. Watch My Shoe. Oh, let's do it.
Yeah,
bro. When the man said I got Young Money up, and now I got my feet up. Tune in this bitch, tell my nigga throw them bees up. Doing what the fuck I want. Hate me all the fuck you want. Real fuck with me and I don't give a fuck who don't. Lock the CEO up. I'm the CEO, fuck. Prison in February and I ain't in no rush. Drink top, throw up. Nigga, roll more blunts. Ball so hard, man, I gotta go pro once. Come on, man. Hey, listen, man. Hey, that is the only reason this generation don't understand why we still put up with Wayne. Because he reached a level when it came to rapping, bro, that we really saw it was whatever. And what you ever said was funny, and I learned this from you. What I love about it the most is, and you'll see what I mean.
Like you learned something from me, nigga.
No, for real. No, seriously. Because you were one of the few people in my life, not like internet, and hearing about stories and all that, but one of the few people in my life that made me understand the importance of documenting the journey. And what I love about Lil Wayne is like, you don't just hear about Lil Wayne. We saw VHS videos of the man getting the song and they say, cut the beat on. Or him throwing a bandana on the mic in the basement. You feel me? Like, bro, and so what I appreciate about you, bro, is like, I saw you document it and like, can't nobody say TPJ didn't go through the decade he went through. You feel me? Yeah. I saw it. And like, that's what I love it. So like with Wayne, like best of 2000s, it is, listen to me, it is no question that Drake, which is why people were mad at Young Money, because nobody took the mantle from Lil Wayne before Drake did, because Wayne was that high. Wayne was so high, bro, that you didn't even consider. I would argue there were rappers that like kind of touched what Wayne, the level Wayne was at for a little bit of time, but every time they got there, they crashed out. Gucci Mane had his moment. T.I. had his moment. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj had a moment. Fucking like all of these rap, you know what I'm saying? Like all these rappers, Rick Ross had a moment. You know what I mean? All of these things. But when you talk about come on, bro. What's one of your favorite Lil Wayne verses? I don't hear you.
My bad. I'd probably say, because I was drinking water. I hate when I hear niggas drinking water on podcasts. Like the cups with the ice, I don't mind. But when you hear motherfucker drinking water on the podcast, you be like, gee, stop, bro. But I would probably say Lil Wayne, Watch My Shoes. That's probably one of the few Wayne verses that I can remember off the top of my head.
No ceilings, motherfucker. Good
Man, when he
morning.
said I'll bring it to your front door like you ordered me, I was like, all right, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah,
he
got
went,
one.
bro. 7
On my
seconds
Papa Bear shit, need more porridge.
7
Got a lot
seconds
more
into
shit
the
than
beat.
you could imagine. A big head, nigga, like, bro,
couldn't even imagine the shit.
Like,
I
what?
supposed to was never done.
Like,
I'ma fuck
what?
this beat and bitch you better come out of beat. Bro, come on, man.
Yeah, nah. That's why when people argue that he the GOAT, I never argue with them. I don't agree he the GOAT, but Wayne,
But listen,
his run is
bro.
insane.
But now we got to go right into it. We get to the movies later. Hardest mixtapes, cause no ceilings.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm gonna probably say No Ceilings is the one for me. No Ceilings was the one where when I had my car when I was 19,
Yep.
that was one of the ones that I burned onto a CD and would play in my car. And I would always be going on dates and stuff like that in Chicago because I had my car, be whipping around, going downtown, going on Lakeshore or like near that area. Because I used to date this girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but she loved that tape. She loved that tape. So that tape kind of got a special memory for me.
I think I can't think of another hip hop band. Now I will say this. There are some strong contenders out there. You know what I mean? I'm talking about you got Cushion or OJ, you got, you know what I mean? Like a lot of, you got a lot of mixtape. But when I tell you the what No Ceilings did and explain and see what I love about this, bro, is there was such a huge barrier to get the music. So we had to you had to get people to burn it. You had USB sticks. So like this wasn't it was right on Spotify. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so like I'm telling you, man, No Ceilings, bro. Like I don't think I've heard a mixtape in my life that to this day has not degraded or lost value. I'm talking about a single decimal point, bro. Like it has literally not only lived up to what we felt when we first heard it, but more importantly, what I appreciate about what Wayne did was he decided that it was about the sport when he did it. And you can hear like his talent shine through. When you hear Swag Surfing, when you hear Oh Let's Do It, when you hear Watch My Shoes, like you hear someone that like when the beat come on, bro, nothing else exists. That's like every other mixtape, like man, you could go back, you go to the albums. But bro, when I bump it to this day. I never, when Oh Let's Do It come on, bro, I never skip it.
No, I still play. I actually play that tape. I wouldn't say all the time, but I definitely play it a couple times a year. I mean, even to go crazy on a song like "Throw It in a Bag," like I mean, he just that whole tape. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. One of my favorite Wayne songs is I think one of his worst songs, and that's when he made that song on that fucking on that Black Eyed Peas. Tonight's gonna be a good night. That man said, "Tonight's the night. I'm high as height." All right, bro. I'm like, all right, bro, you got it.
But then,
Wayne.
bro, remember,
I was drinking before I came. I don't do beer. I like champagne. I'm telling you so.
I like you. Let me tell you what song that what is bro? Do you remember Beat Without Bass?
No.
Oh, bro.
I'm gonna play it in my headphones while we.
Bro, no, I got you.
No. We gotta stay clear of the copyright.
No, I was gonna say it. I wasn't gonna play it. I was talking about I was gonna say it.
I'm finna listen to it though.
How do I? Give me the first words. I wanna, because I know I remember it.
Let me see.
Hold on. Give me the first words.
Dipset. Hold on.
Give me the first
Hold
words.
on. While I'm waiting on it. Dipset, baby.
Oh, he about to kill it.
Oh, okay. My leather so soft,
Okay,
but
that's
don't.
it. Oh, he said, okay, my leather's so soft, but don't think I ain't hard. Bitch say Weezy make it rain. I say, bitch, I ain't God, but I am God's son. But you know I ain't Nas. See, he got a positive aim, and I aim nines. Man, Louise got a style that
Yeah,
even
nah, that's
I
crazy.
can't find. Some shit just be so hard. I'll be like, that line ain't mine. And if it is under a gram, then that line ain't mine. But if you want to go to a woman, bitch, it's combat time. Hey, I take 3 L's to the head. Love, live, life, dig it. Come, bro.
He
Yo,
went
shout
crazy.
bro, the way that beat, come on, shout out Wayne,
No,
bro.
literally insane.
It, bro, but you meant to, bro. Like when I hear it, bro, you meant to what I love about where I am in life, bro. I
Talk to me.
I love appreciating greatness right now. I love like where I am now. I don't think and this might not be a hot take to you because I think you know me enough that this won't surprise you. But to anybody out there, I do not think that you can attain or reach greatness without appreciating greatness. If you cannot acknowledge to yourself the difference between good and great, I don't think you can even get to great. Because great is something that is like so beyond good, bro. And I think that like when I think about like Lil Wayne, he got to great. He wasn't all, which is why we love him. Wayne wasn't always great.
I mean, to be
And
fair, he
so
was like 14 when he started rapping. So like he
no,
was a little
but
kid.
listen,
No, I understand
I
what you're
don't,
saying. I'm just saying
I
that
don't
a part
because
of
you have
that
genius.
growth comes with you just being like that youthful, you know what I mean? Like and then
But
once
see,
he figured out the genius, I think I agree with you. He set himself on another path.
I think with genius, because we also have geniuses at young ages, I just think that his journey went into greatness at a later age. There are some, chess grand champions at 8. There are some geniuses at 10. But what I'm saying is like what we got to witness was he was one of the first ones that I saw go into that next level. Like he went to another place. And when you go to that next, like when you see that, which is like what I love about the moment that Kobe went from being that kid with the afro into the Black Mamba. You know what I mean? That moment when D Wade went from that guy from Marquette into being a great. The moment when LeBron went from being talented to downright scary when he had the black mask on. You know what I mean? When
Man, I ain't mad at that.
and so what I appreciate about Lil Wayne is like we saw it. Like we saw the moment where I like bro, I know that I'm not at my height yet, right? Because the game is still slowing down. It's still slowing down. I'm not like people think I'm nowhere near my height, but it's because I love the game. And like with Lil Wayne, like what I appreciate about that is like, nah, like he won. I'm the greatest rapper alive. And he stood and what I love about
Yeah,
it
he
is
he always claimed it, even when nobody believed it. He always
but
believed it. I give him credit for that. He
but
always
but
believed he was the best rapper alive. Which
but what
also,
I
one of my favorite Lil Wayne songs, "Best Rapper Alive."
absolutely
That when you hear that, oh, yo,
bro, the
ready to go to
man and
war.
dog, just another level, and I can appreciate greatness. I love being able to witness the ascent. I love being able to see the journey because when they get there, it feels unlike anything you've ever witnessed. It is not the same. You know what I mean? Like it is just not the same. It is once you see that they've crossed over, it's like, dog, that it is just different. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? It's just like even with with other musicians. You know what I mean? I remember the moment when Justin Bieber when we realized, oh, this ain't a pop kid. He's a musical genius. He could hear notes and play them. He like all of these small things that when I see, you know what I'm saying, when you think about Teddy Riley and you know what I mean, when you think about Babyface and like all of these people, Smokey
Yeah.
Robinson, that like they go from like, okay, I do this to like, no, I can show you I can call my shot, bro. I can say, hey, I'm gonna rock this and then go rock it. It's Dave Chappelle, giving the punchline and literally making people forget about it. It's greatness, man. Like I love like Wayne, bro.
Yeah, no, that is now. You know what? That is a very underrated part about Dave. Is he'll give you a punchline and then an hour later, like, all right, thank you for finishing that joke.
And you know what? I
Shout
don't
out
think
to
I've ever.
shout out to Dave Chappelle.
Yep.
If y'all don't know, Chief Dreamer fans, Dion and I own a comedy club together.
Yep.
Actually we was talking business before,
Yep.
spirited discussion as we always do, and
Always.
I asked him which comedian he wanted to see, and I was thinking like, damn, who do I really want to see that I haven't seen? Because I used to work at the Laugh Factory. I really want to see Dave live. I haven't seen Dave live. I really would love to see Dave and Cat live. I've seen Kevin Hart live in a room about as big as Wordplay, and it was
Yeah.
one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And I've never seen a human being with diamonds that look like that. G. His diamonds was so bright. I was like 50 feet away from him, and I'm like, yo, I can't look at this motherfucker head. The
Bro,
motherfucker,
bro. But
I'm like,
you know what's funny? You know what's funny, man? I'm be real with you. Like the only reason I want to see Cat, I want to see Cat, Kev, and Dave like live. I just want to tell them I love them. Like that's it. Like I want like I'm so appreciative of seeing black men get older because it's not something that we're used to. And it's something about, we're gonna get down to it, but it's something about them being the flag bearers, bro. You know what I mean? And I think
100%.
I think that I think that Richard Pryor, you know what I mean, would be so proud. And I see, even when Eddie kind of came out and popped out last year, like I'm thankful that we gave him the respect he deserves because my top three of all time is Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, and Dave Chappelle. I don't see anybody touching that three for the foreseeable future. But what I appreciate the most is like I'm so thankful that like they get their flowers and like Cat having his moment and Kev having his moment and Dave having his moment and seeing greatness, interact. We don't get to see it. You know what I mean? And I'm so
Yeah,
thankful
true.
that like we get to witness because it means so much to me just to see it, bro. Like I like seeing greatness and seeing them toy with greatness and seeing them use their gifts and like seeing them get creative because the game slowed down. You feel me? It's bro, a beautiful thing.
It is. It's like I compare it to being a person that is in an NBA locker room and watching guys, in practice. Like I'll put a great example for it actually. Anthony Simons. He plays for
Yep.
the Toronto. He plays for the Portland Trail
Portland
Blazers.
Trailblazers. Yep.
I say about 3 years ago, I went very early pregame to a Blazers Clippers game. I was there like 4 o'clock, which is like usually when guys will come out and warm up a little bit.
Yep.
Do they like shoot around in the arena, especially if they're on the road? And I just watched this kid for like 30 minutes run through his drills and work on his footwork and his handle. And I swear I got video of him, like a bunch of slow-mo video of him. And as I started watching him, I'm like, because usually when I go to sports games and I got my camera on me, I just try to get the clip that'll be good enough for the Instagram post in terms of like when they shoot. I don't just sit there and film them all day long. But it was something about his energy and him being so young. I don't even think he had facial hair like that at that point
He
in
was
time.
like 19, 18
But
or
he
19.
was really just like out there being meticulous about what he's doing. And I literally walked off the court after shooting him for literally like probably like 5-6 minutes worth of video, which is a lot. I was like, man, that kid gonna be special. It's something about him. I'm like, damn, but Dame in a way. And then Dame gets traded away, I think 18 months later, and now this kid is a young budding star, and a team actually, I think, won 20 more games than they did last year. So they're improving. He's turned into a star, but I saw the greatness and the attention to detail. And you see, and especially with these athletes, you see them warm up and do shit in practice, but then when you watch the game, you realize how fast the game moves. And now a person like him going through all those drills, that's what helps the game slow down. Because now instead of you thinking about your footwork on that dribble drive or whatever, you catching the ball and you moving off motion memory. And now you can be a Dave Chappelle where you can freestyle, or a Kobe Bryant where you can use bad technique to get a great shot. So, that was a great point, Dion. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and talk about it. NBA playoffs, they here. Our Bulls got shellacked in that play-in game.
Can I be real with you, dog? We
go
not
ahead.
We Bulls
I got to
fans,
take, though.
Bulls fans, let me explain something to y'all. Until we get right with God, okay? Listen, man.
Until you bring Jesus Christ into your life. All right,
until we get right, okay? God just made it abundantly clear as long as Ryan's doing over this damn team.
Bruh.
We ain't going nowhere. Okay?
He's arguably, in my opinion, one of the worst
human beings.
No.
I've heard him. No. I've heard. No, listen. Like I've been around, bro. The stories I've heard, just as like a leader in Chicago, bro.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, never mind.
Yeah, bro. But regardless, bro. Like the Bulls, dog. I wasn't even surprised. Was you surprised?
I actually was. I didn't think they was gonna lose like that, and I was praying Boozelis had a good game. I like Boozelis. I've been arguing with the homies all week. I think Boozelis gonna be better than Cooper Flag gonna be. And people think I'm crazy, but Boozelis was projected to be the #1 pick in 2023, but he fell down in the draft. He's very, very good.
But here's the problem. The only problem with that is Cooper is gonna get way more opportunity to perform, to justify. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, hot take alert.
Okay.
I'm not impressed with Cooper Flag, bro. I'm telling you right now. Listen. I'm not saying I'm not saying he's trash.
No, I know that's not what you're saying. I think what he's doing has been impressive.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Respectfully.
He looks like a white Cephalosha to me, bro. Hey, I'm
bookmarking that right now. That is definitely gonna be a clip.
Listen.
That's definitely gonna be. If people knew who Thabo Cephalosha was, I would have named this episode Cooper Flag gonna be Thabo Cephalosha. But we're not doing that. We're gonna keep the name Freestyle.
But listen, I'm not saying that he doesn't have a high ceiling or whatever. I just think that like when I see it, I'm being real, man. And listen, it could be because there's a certain explosiveness or a certain like, when you saw LeBron #1, when you saw Dwight Howard #1, when you saw Anthony Davis #1, when you saw Kyrie, but no, time out. I'm not even gonna use recency bias. We didn't know what was going on with Kyrie because he played like 14 games. So like when he got drafted, we was like, okay,
you're right about that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that because they do lie to you.
I'm not gonna say, yep. Yeah. I'm not gonna say that. But what I'm saying is like, I was more impressed when I saw his practice footage against the men's USA team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like the people that was in front of him, and granted, of course, it's the system, Duke, college and everything. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I can't be phony on the Cheap Dreamer podcast. I'm a Cheap Dreamer. I'm just not captivated yet, man. I'll be real.
I can't argue with you because I personally think, and this is a deep basketball reference for some of y'all, but I think he gonna wind up being a little bit better. Which I say this respectfully, because I think he's gonna be Tom Chambers. But Tom Chambers, 4-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA. Tom Chambers averaged 25, 8, and in 1 year. Like is Tom Chambers in the Hall of Fame? I don't know.
I don't know.
Let me see. Hold on. No, I'm looking. Yeah, he's been nominated, but he hasn't made it. But he did. Oh no, he was nominated, but he didn't advance to the finals. So he was a borderline Hall of Famer. So I wouldn't be surprised if he turns into a Tom Chambers type player. Tom Chambers also was an athlete. Like he could jump. Like Tom Chambers got one of the craziest dunks in NBA history where he went up for a 2-hand jam. And if you look at the picture, his knee is literally on bro's shoulder. And he up in the air like this, dunking it. Like Tom Chambers could get up. He could play defense. He was athletic. He could shoot a little bit. So I think Cooper Flagg could be like a Tom Chambers. But Tom Chambers is not Larry Bird. You know what I mean? And people talking about him like he going to be Larry Bird. I honestly believe Boo Zealous is going to be a top 20 player in the NBA. I don't necessarily know if perennially Cooper Flagg is going to be a top 20 player in the NBA. I think he might be a top 20 player in the NBA for maybe 3 or 4 years of his career. But when you've been touted since you was 14 years old, you reclassified, you came out of high school a year earlier so you could go and you could play in college. He's only 18 years old. Like, he's still a baby. I got to see it, respectfully. The same thing with LeBron. I got to see it.
And listen, I think that, I don't want to be right. I think what I love about prospects, you know what I mean, especially like, the top 2s and 3s, is like, you know what I mean, like like people don't remember the buzz that came out of Ja and Zion. You know what I mean? Like it was I loved everything about that. You know what I mean? So like even, with Cooper, like I want to be wrong, but I also know I haven't had a moment where like I'm like, because listen, people, I'm gonna tell you this. Regardless of us thinking Steph Curry was going to be the greatest shooter of all time,
I never thought that him coming in.
No. I said no, we didn't. No, we didn't. Nobody. I'm not. No, listen to me, bro. Anybody that says that is lying. So we're not gonna address that. That is the biggest lie. But what I will tell you is this: we remember when the NCAA tournament started, and the man was cooking
on fire.
Everybody, bro. 40, 30s. Did he hit 50 one time?
Yeah.
Bro.
No, I think it was 47.
It was
47,
like,
something like that.
And so what I'm saying is like, even with Steph, you got like that flash of like, hey, I remember that. Because the man dropped 40, 45. I don't have a Cooper moment where I'm like, oh, he took over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, but we'll see. But I think, playoffs, man, I'm going to be honest, man. I think that, again, the West is cracking way more than the East. You feel me? I think the West man, the parity in the West is so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not to mention, you know what it feel like, bro? You know what this NBA playoffs feel like, bro? It really feel like the 2-man teams of NBA Jam. It's like you pick it 2.
Yeah.
And like what I love about it, man, is there's an identity of every like duo. You know what I'm saying? And so you think about, LeBron.
Poor Jokic, he ain't got no duo.
Nah, bro,
it's just Jokic.
It's
just Big Yoke.
It's
just Big Yoke.
It's just Edwards, bro. He don't got no person with him.
Look, we're not gonna be disrespectful to the 5-time Defensive Player of the Year winner, and he might win it again this year. All right, got to put some respect on Rudy's name. Respectfully.
You know what?
They traded Karl Anthony Towns for a reason. They paid Rudy. They traded Cat.
Can you do me a favor? That's gonna be a topic next show, because after he coughed on that microphone and COVID, I don't rock with nigga no more, bro.
Gee, life ain't been the same since he did that, bro.
Bro, listen, time out. Bro, that shit backfired immediately, bro. Hey, bro. Listen. There are certain NBA players, bro, where their luck is so bad, bro.
He's definitely one of them. You get choked out, you get COVID.
The man literally spread COVID in the NBA, bro. What the fuck? Bro, it coughed as a joke. Bro, listen,
bro. And then the whole world shut down. They literally they canceled. They can't. When he tested positive for coronavirus. They canceled all the games that night, and then canceled the season like in the next week or so, bro. That man opened up a wormhole.
Bro, the man has I've never seen somebody so rich with such bad luck, bro. The man has 400 million and everybody hate him. Everybody hate him, bro. I ain't never seen. And then when they bench him in the fourth quarter, bro, I'll be like, dog, this man can't win for losing. He can't win for losing. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Then he got a silent T in his last name, bro. I don't like the bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm just saying.
All right, so let's wrap this up. Hot take right now. Go ahead.
Ain't he French, bro?
Yeah, he French. His friends that gave him COVID was visiting from France.
What he say, bro? He said they think they can play together for 3 weeks and win. But KD said what they gonna do when you got a guard.
Jeff Curry. Oh, you finally watched it?
Bro, no.
Because remember you hadn't watched it? Oh, you still okay. You gotta watch it. Oh, okay. Go watch it. It's on Netflix.
Bro, listen, bro. Do you understand how stupid they sound?
Yes. You gotta guard Steph Curry, LeBron, and me.
The man said, oh, they think they could just get together and lost. You losing ass Evan Fournier with your silent R. Bro, come on, man. If you got a silent fucking letter in your last name, don't talk to me. Like I'm a cook your ass. I'm not even gonna play with you. If your name is Gobert or Fournier, get your goof ass out of here, bro. Come on, man. It's fucking.
Hey, I just want to say to any of our future fans that are in France, I did not know what he said about y'all people and y'all names.
Not all of French. Hey,
it just happened to be 2 French guys you named. So France, y'all attack the Chief Dreamer. Y'all leave me out of this.
Attack me, because let me explain something to you. If you thought y'all was gonna beat LeBron, KD, and Steph, that's why he cooked y'all last. Y'all got Chef Curry. Fuck out of here. Bye-bye. What you talking about? Now what?
That's funny as hell.
12 points, fourth quarter. Get your goof ass out of here.
I'm
Fournier. Boy, your ass sound like a pothole. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm crying. All right, so let's go ahead. Pick a team. Who you got to win the championship right now?
Lakers.
I'm going to go with the Warriors. They made the playoffs. I think they good.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
They got an easy path though. If they get past the Rockets, it's kind of easy for them because OKC.
I hope you're wrong.
Actually, no. They would play the Lakers in the second round. I don't know. Yep. It's a tough, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Warriors, bro.
Okay, you got the Warriors.
My goat, Steph Curry, puts himself in top 5 conversation all time.
No, absolutely,
undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly. I agree.
And if Jimmy Butler finally get that ring that he been chasing, Jimmy going to my top 25. Jimmy is arguably one of the greatest playoff performers in the history of sports.
You know what gets me upset, bro, is I don't want Jimmy to win because I want LeBron to get his 5th ring, and I want
we don't want that. We don't.
Hey, whatever. I don't care about you. The bigger thing though is outside of just me wanting somebody else to win, I have no negative feelings at all towards Jimmy Butler, bro. That is one of the people. You want me to tell what I love about? He's such a good playoff performer, bro. All of the nonsense before playoffs start, 1 game in, they're not saying nothing no more. It's gone. You're not hearing any chatter, which is what I love. The man is about that action, bro. And you want me to tell you where he learned it from? Chicago. Yep. Chicago.
So you want to talk about blackity black? What does that mean? What is that? What does blackity black mean, Dion?
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black. I just love black people. I would not be in my work. I would not be on this earth without black women. I love black women. I love being a black man. I love knowing, I love black culture. You know what I mean? I love Dapper Dan. I love, black people drinking Gatorade. You know what I mean? I love I love, how in the 90s, how it was just us. I love, a different world. I love Moesha.
Brother, did you just say you love black people drinking Gatorade?
Absolutely, because it was different for us.
You got it.
I know I got it. I don't think
You got to keep
first of
going.
all,
Keep going about all the things you love about black people. And I love black people drinking Gatorade. I have never in my life
I don't care. I do.
of Negrodom
Yeah.
I
Because
love watching black people drink Gatorade.
We'll drink Gatorade and do nothing strenuous at all, bro. Like, we'll drink Gatorade.
What's wrong with you, man?
And not exercise.
There's something wrong with you, bro. Keep going, bro. Keep going, bro. I'm sorry.
Listen,
Keep
bro.
going, G. There's something wrong with you, bro.
I love everything about black people, man. I love us. And just blackity black is just me loving the skin I'm in. I love who I am. I love my lineage. I love my history. I love my ancestors. I love who I am now. I love everybody. And it's like, man, you get to a point where you appreciate, that melanated skin, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, this is the Cheap Dreamer podcast. Okay?
You got me over here in the back of tears, bro.
Bro, listen, to all my black people out there, I love you. Okay? I love you. I appreciate you. You're beautiful. You bronze-skinned goddess, or you caramel king, you better kill it, okay? I don't care. Pause, play, I don't care. I just want, like, it's so many black people out there who work day in and day out, who wake up and they don't receive any love. They don't receive any, appreciation. And I just wanted to, man, like blackity black is just like taking a moment to just say, like, man, like, we dope. You feel me? Like, we're really dope. We're really dope.
Angie Stone. Great song, my black brother. I love you. She was R.I.P. Angie Stone, man. That was a tragic accident. R.I.P. Angie Stone. Shout out to all of the black brothers and sisters out there. We love y'all around the world. All right, you want to talk about what you want to talk about next? Passing down culture or mental discipline?
I think we got to talk about passing down culture, man. I think it's important.
Go ahead. What do you want to talk about here?
I think it's extremely important right now to acknowledge that there are people who are actually, assuming the mantle of our culture and making sure that it's not lost. I think we had a time where, like, it wasn't really any ownership. It wasn't really, we weren't listening. But man, shout out to, the 30 to 50, not even 30, but like 35 to 50. You feel me? I think we really holding it down. I think we really starting to understand the assignment. I think we really starting to, look, turn to, our elders and appreciate them and take that information and really break it down and understand it. But then also we turn it to the younger generation and we really appreciate them. For a while it was lost. And when we were at a place where we were at odds, we really didn't understand or appreciate Gen Z. But I think we're at a point now where the passing down of the culture is extremely important. The things that do not serve us, we need to leave in the past, and the things that do serve us, the love, the appreciation, the understanding, the togetherness, the culture, the fabric of who we are. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's important. I think, like we said earlier, when you look at comedy, looking at the elder statesmen, not just with Dave and Kat and Kev, but you got, Mike Epps. You know what I mean? You got Cedric the Entertainer. You know what I mean? You got all of these people, DL Hughley. You got all of these people who the Wayans family, shout out the Wayans family, the first family of comedy. You know what I mean? Of black comedy and comedy in general, because ain't nobody put on their siblings and their family more than the Wayans. You know what I mean? It taught us what that really looks like.
By the way, did you see the Club Shay Shay interview with Damon?
Absolutely. The man, listen.
I didn't finish it, but I'm going to finish it just because it was just so much wisdom and knowledge and just like sage, just conversation from an older black man who's, had his, I'm even talking about addiction, but just his battles in life. Like he was born handicapped, all that kind of stuff. So like as you mentioned, that family is just to me, they are the personification of black excellence. Absolutely. And also keeping the family business together. Yeah, no.
Black
They're black royalty.
Absolutely.
They black royalty, 100%.
Absolutely.
They black royalty. Anything happening to them, we all need to be running over their wall like World War Z.
We ride at dawn. Okay,
Legit. You better leave them
like
lanes alone.
and you want me to tell what I appreciate, bro, is like I ain't gonna lie. I stayed out of the whole, Vlad is a Fed and all, because I'm not a gangbanger. Only people that get mad at Vlad is gangbangers.
Yeah, I mean, if you dumb enough to go and sit on camera and talk about crimes you committed, I mean, I guess.
But
especially in detail. It ain't even like I robbed somebody one time and then I went to school and it'd be like, well, how did you rob them? Well, I came around the corner. I had on a black jacket. But that was a long time ago. The statute of limitations are up now, right, guys? Vlad's like, of course.
But what I love about it, though, is, he really, attacked Marlon. You feel me? Like, I really, I'm not going to lie to you. I took great offense to it. I took great offense. Like, you use your platform that was built by and because of black people, and then you try to shit on one of our elders only because he gave you his price. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's like I don't like bullies. You know what I mean? And I look at the people who weaponize their following and their celebrity to tear down. And when I'm so appreciative. We could always talk about when we didn't show up, but I want to take a moment to thank everybody that showed up for Marlon, because nah, we don't play that. And he said, bro, my price is my price. You feel me? I can't hear you.
I give Vlad credit. He apologized. He apologized on Math Hoffa's show. They asked him what was with the situation. He's like, I was just being an asshole. Like, my bad. But I can respect taking accountability. Shit shouldn't happen in the first place. But I do respect you taking accountability, and we still on your ass because that's black royalty.
I was about to say, don't get me wrong, that's all cool. But just because you apologize don't mean we accept it. You feel me? What I don't appreciate is it's certain people, bro, that you peon ass motherfucker, for you to even think you can fuck. And no, listen, that's like, can I give you an example, bro?
Go ahead.
That's like somebody going on the internet and saying fuck Sade. What the fuck Sade and the group Sade done did to anybody? Nothing. So it's like, for me, what I did not like about that was
in another world, I would have named this episode "Fuck Sade," just so people could be like, "What the fuck is wrong with them?"
but what I don't like is because we'll never know. But would you have apologized if it didn't go the way it went? Because it didn't go in his favor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so now what I don't like is, it didn't go in your favor. Now you want to apologize to him because you thought that you understood how important what?
I just realized Sinners come out today. I'm about to go to the fucking movies after we get off. Let's fucking go. I can't believe it.
Hey,
woo! Bro,
listen. Shout out Ryan Coogler. Shout out Michael B. Jordan, the whole team, bro. Come on, man. But I'm just saying, I don't like that, bro. You know what I mean? Even when for example, Ryan Coogler, he's up there now, bro. He's up there. If anybody say anything, you know what? Clip this, bro. Clip this. That's it. No, I'm going for the clip, bro. Because now I got to go to my Chief Keef shit. If I catch anybody talking crazy about Ryan Coogler, I'm fucking beating their ass. Okay? Ryan Coogler, elder. Ryan Coogler, ancestor. Ryan Coogler, one of them. We don't play about Ryan Coogler, okay? He's one of the beloved, okay? When Denzel can respect someone enough and say, man, I need to be in that movie. I'm leaving with something. Ryan Coogler is one of them. I don't want the slander. I don't.
I'm crying.
You feel me? And even when I hear everything about his intentionality, bro, Ryan Coogler, if you ever see this, I love you, my brother. I love you. I hope you understand how much you mean to us. I hope you understand. I see how you received the passing down of the culture, and that it just looked good on you, man. It looked so goddamn good. Your fabric shines a little brighter, man. You one of the flag bearers of the culture, my brother.
You're
Okay.
fat. I ain't gonna lie. You guys, you know what? I actually see. This is the only problem because you was like, yeah, we should I do that little graphic thing where we had the quotes from the episode, and I was like, I don't want to do that because the problem is ain't nobody here to write down these wild ass things you say. Versus if like we had a little assistant, like, hey, when Dion say some wild shit, write that down. Cause by the time the episode drop, I don't have an hour to re-listen to the conversation. But you on a roll today, brother.
Bro.
You did freestyle. You said you like black people.
Watching.
Man said your fabric shine a little brighter. All right, bro.
Bro, come on, man. Give it to our guy, bro. Give it to him, man.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about mental discipline real quick.
Yeah, man.
Actually, low key, I feel like the conversation we had before the show was actually me telling you like, yeah, I had to get some mental discipline.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like the conversation we had before the show, I was telling Dion, I'm not gonna spill all the beans, but basically that like, when I build brands, because I do it for a living, and usually I get about, especially when I'm hired professionally contractor, they give you about 3 to 6 months to build the brand, and then that motherfucker better keep going, or they gonna move on or reallocate budgets, whatever. So you kind of gotta take most brands that you build, especially on social, and get them shits going and pump it out overnight. Even look at what we did. Like this has been around for a month at this point. We didn't post it but if you add up all the sites, I didn't post it at least 200 clips, which is a lot of fucking clips.
Yep.
It's a lot of goddamn clips.
Yep.
A lot of titles. So, but it takes mental discipline to just be like, fuck it, I'm going to make sure that it continues to go so that way it moves. Versus like other stuff I've done, you want to move that fast. But when you build in businesses, especially like, with the comedy club or an event space, you got to build that momentum up. It's a lot different than getting on the internet and just pumping out a bunch of content and you throw some ad dollars behind it and now you got views. It's different to move bodies. So we were kind of talking about that, and I was telling you, like, yeah, I had to change my mental discipline because I was trying to tackle events the way that I tackle the internet, and they just two different type of skill sets. So, I have to switch that. And I think part of that mental discipline of just not wanting to fail and just being like, yo, I don't want to fail, so I got to lock in. And if the discipline comes with me having to look internally and change something that I think that I'm doing wrong, then I got to take that level of accountability. And I think a lot of time these days, a lot of people don't like to take accountability for their mistakes and grow up on them. They make excuses for those mistakes. And I don't like calling you when things go bad, making excuses for it, because you're usually going to say, shut the fuck up, like, keep going. We'll be all right. So at that point, and not in a negative way, I don't want y'all to hear it, but like, Dion don't care. Now, Dion, one of my best friends in the world, he loved me, bro. Like, I wouldn't want him to die for me, but I'm sure he'd take a bullet for me if we was in a real situation. That's my guy.
Absolutely.
Vice versa. But like at the same time, it's it's little pieces of discipline that I pick up from you, even just like I said, watching you get up every day and put all that food and them vegetables and that water in that fridge. Watching you do that for 4 years really changed something to me. I'm like, if he can get up and do that, making these podcasts ain't nothing. So making these clips ain't nothing. I'm in the crib. You be in the cold.
Oh, listen,
low light and that motherfucker. You FaceTime me, man. It's cold as shit, bro. About to get up out and fill the fridge up. All right, I'll see you later, bro.
But I think with this, with mental discipline specifically, it's the discipline of, which is what I appreciate about you. It's funny because I don't, like I haven't told you often, but I, you know what I mean, like what I.
But I hate you. But I fucking hate you. I haven't told you this often, but I fucking hate you.
Nah, man. I like I want to take a moment because I think what I'm about to say applies to you too. Is like, with this discipline, it's really about teaching people not to get too low. You know what I mean? And I think that, there's a certain line that I never want to cross day in and day out. You're gonna occasionally find yourself there. But, why I would tell you to shut up is because I never want you to get that low. You know what I mean? And I want you to hold the line. You know what I mean? And I think that when we talk about, mental discipline, it's so important because, I'm not a religious person, but I am spiritual. But I do believe, wholeheartedly in manifestation. You know what I mean? I do believe that what we think, You know what I mean? Like, and what we feel, can be manifested. And I think that it's important to understand that, if you're somebody that believes in manifestation at any point, whether you believe in a little bit or a lot, then you have to hold yourself accountable to manifesting what you want to manifest. And I just think that, I don't ever look at you as the sum of all of your failures. You know what I mean? I look at you as, in spite of anything that you may view as negative, you are still as shiny and as dope and as impactful and as great and as prolific and as historical as I think you are. You know what I mean? And I think that,
I appreciate
when
that.
you drop $100 bill in the mud, it's still $100. You know what I mean? And
That's
I
a
think
bar.
that
Assistant, write the quote down.
and so,
You better
when
be
we
the new
talk about
unk out here with your sayings. You've been listening to Shannon Sharp too much. My
listen,
grandmama
man,
told me that if you put a fat hog in the middle of the rain, it's still gonna be a little dirty.
he was like, listen, my grandfather told me. He said, listen now. He said, you open that fridge, you go out to eat. Okay. Because listen, man, okay, porcupine, serpentine, all right.
Now go ahead and say it, LeBron at
Pretty
five.
fine. Lakers at 5. And so, nah, man, I think that when we talk about mental discipline, I think that, there's this farce, right? There's this thing that makes people believe that they can't stay in that place. That special place where they create, the special place where they're impactful, and they can only be there temporarily, and then they have to be a realist, and they have to be, they have to get back to real life. And I said, no, the moment I refused to leave that space is the moment my life changed. 30 years of abiding by the rules, 30 years of waiting my turn, 30 years of not, of thinking that I have to be a realist. And the moment I said, no, fuck that. The moment I said, I'm going for it, I'm snatching it, it's mine. The moment when things may not work out and I don't get low. The moment when motherfuckers gotta feel me, no matter what. That's when
Sound
life
like DM. You've
changed.
been listening too much DMX. You
Hey,
motherfuckers gotta feel me. What?
bro, listen, man, listen. And so, no, that mental discipline is extremely important. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry. I know
Like
my
you
neighbors like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
No, it's gonna be real when they bang on the wall and say DMX back to you.
No,
I said, you gotta feel me, Nick.
that's hilarious. Let's talk real quick about money versus clout. I feel like we're in a generation where everybody values clout, and I still value the dollar bill. Because I know a lot of broke celebrities and entertainers. I've managed them. I've seen their finances. I've seen my finances. And I've been a great little entertainer in my little sphere of the world. And I've been able to make a living off of it for the last 6 years. So do you feel like in this generation of chasing clout that we, especially when you speak about culture and blackity black, should we stop and end the clout era and get to the cash era?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a little weary about this, right? Because I can acknowledge that there's been an uh a overly focused environment on clout. And I do understand the importance of capital. You know what I mean?
He
But I
getting
don't.
into his TED talk back. He brought out the word capital. He didn't say money. He said capital. He had his TED talk back.
I don't. I'm not so sure I want people to immediately flock to money, because I think that flocking to the idea of money without understanding that it's just a means to an end, I think is extremely dangerous. And I think that we'll get back to that place of overvaluing money. But between the two, I mean, of course, clout is the hot button term, and I don't like it. But because of the things that this generation has done for clout. But even with money, it's like, man, there's things that people have done for money, and people have overly focused on money, that we lose the plot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of in the middle, um, but it's just unfortunate because we see so many that focus on clout without taking care of business. You know what I mean? And so because of the last decade or two, or decade, one would say money, because so many people go for clout without taking care of business, that picking clout means it's devoid of money at all, which is crazy. Like, these two being polar opposites is telling in and of itself. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they're polar opposites. I just think that I'm not talking about you. I'm saying for them, I just think they just view them as being synonymous with each other. When to me, they not polar opposites, but they definitely not synonymous with each other.
Right. I mean, no. I was saying it in the sense of that has become the either or, which is crazy. It's like saying, okay, would you rather chocolate or Air Force Ones? What the fuck are we talking about? Like, that's not.
That's assistant. Write that one down. Would you rather chocolate or Air Force One? What is wrong with you, man? You couldn't say Air Force Ones or Adidas or something like that. You just chocolate and shoes. Where do you pull this word association from, bro?
Because money and clout.
You read the dictionary on your spare time. When you wait to get your son from daycare, you be reading the dictionary.
Because literally, man, like money and clout aren't even the same. It's not. You know what I mean? Because money brings clout, but in this generation, they're separated, and people just because if I'm like you, I look at some of the people on LinkedIn, and they, oh man, I did this, and then I'm like, yeah, but where's the revenue? No, but on the flip side, it's like, I don't want that
as a person that has always put up my own money for my own businesses for 8 years at this point. For the most part, I I always put up my own money, because I always spend money that ain't even that I don't even write off, because it's shit like gas and shit like that. You can't write all that off. But as a person, I always put up my own money. I never value clout. Like, I got a lot of friends that love clout and want to be seen in the club. I'm in the same rooms everybody else is in. Literally, I was in the club last night. Dalton Connect was in that motherfucker going crazy for his birthday. I'm like, bro, y'all got a playoff game in 4 days. Get your ass in the gym.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I wish you would have told me that, bro.
I got mad footage of Dalton Connect on my phone, drunk as shit.
But I just picked him like.
He was so drunk last night, you know how they had the fucking shits at the bottle girl's hand in the air with your name on it? They gave it to the man. He had a Magnum Ace of Spade bottle and was standing on the DJ booth in the club. I mean, it's probably 1,000 people in the club doing this shit. I was in that bitch dying. I'm going to send you one of them videos to your phone after the show, bro.
Hey, fans.
Y'all getting cooked, bro. By the way, the Lakers, because now that I don't really cover the NBA like that as a reporter no more, bro, the Lakers be outside.
I know, bro.
All of them. All of them.
Hey, Chief.
All of them.
Chief Dreamer podcast.
I ain't seen Luka outside though. I think the scrutiny for Luka made him keep his fat ass in the house. Yeah. Whoa, yeah, exactly. But trust me, they be out. They be outside.
No fat shaming on the Chief Dreamer podcast.
No, Luka's my favorite player, but he overweight. Get your ass in the gym.
No, hey, whoa, hold on.
What you mean?
Hold on.
Luka has been 40 pounds overweight for 6 years.
And you've been malnourished since I met you.
I don't eat sweets and treats and shit like he do. Motherfucker love a cupcake. LeBron gonna be looking for his cookies, and Luka would have been and ate them. There ain't no fat shaming. This is athlete. No, this is not fat shaming. This is the athlete shaming. Get your fat athletic ass on the treadmill.
Why do black people only say sweets and treats when they fat shaming somebody from this?
You want some sweets and treats, some fucking cupcakes and shit?
You said Luka Doncic always want a cupcake, bro.
He don't. I'm telling you, our Porter G literally the rap on Luka is he loves sweets. He loved Miller Lite and he loved hookah and he loved cigarettes.
Hey,
it ain't snitching. It just is what it is.
Hear me
Michael
out.
Jordan loves cigars.
Hear me
Let
out.
the man live.
I just don't. I can't. I'm crying. The man said he always want to come get.
He do. What you mean? You think if he saw some chocolate chip cookies, he's passing on them?
Can you stop, bro?
I'm just being honest.
Bro.
He'll pass the basketball before he passed the cupcakes.
How am I wrong for saying chocolate Air Force One? You said Luka Doncic always want a cupcake.
Because he's fat.
Clip it.
And we know it. And ladies, I'm not talking about y'all. It's about Luka.
That's it. That's the name. That's the name of the episode.
What?
Luka Doncic always want a cupcake, bro.
I mean, he do. Shit. But all right, let's go ahead. Last topic of the show. Let's talk about it. Daredevil finale. Was it good or bad? You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I'm gonna go first. Because I don't want you to affect my opinion.
Go ahead.
It was 9 episodes, right?
Yeah.
I like the finale, but episode 8 was better. I think episode 8 was so well paced, well edited, well put. Like it was almost like a slow just build up in the episode. You know what I mean? And now do I think that the season finale set up, you know, because I know kind of where they're going now. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty confident at the route that they're going because of the shoot that's leaked for season 2.
Oh, really? What's I don't even know. Let me see.
Yeah, so basically, matter of fact, when you send me the Darwin Connect, I'll send you over the leaked set photos of
okay.
But basically, that suit is tied to a storyline where basically people think when he said I need an army, that he's referring to the Defenders. You know what I mean? And based on the suit, but of course, you know, Marvel.
You like comic books?
I mean, no, I really love like diving deep into like, you know, what the symbolism means. You know what I mean? So like with so many different storylines or whatever, you know what I mean? Like you gotta like I'm not
just asking you because I don't know because you might know the comic book storyline, but like this is what they trying to do.
But I've also did some research.
Okay, so continue because I'm very interested in this. I had no clue this shit was even happening.
So basically, there's a new suit for next season. And it's a staggered D in the chest. It's dark. It's, you know, dark red. I mean, it's black and dark red. But basically, people thought just from the verbiage that he was referring to the Defenders. You know, Jessica White. Is it Jessica White? Jessica Jones. Iron Fist. Luke Cage. But actually, based on the suit design, they may be using the storyline that basically features Daredevil using the hand as his army, but over the course of the season, they'll corrupt him and he'll get more and more brutal and shit like that. So, like from the setup, I agree with like what the producers and the direction of the show was, which is like I like that it didn't end. You know, hey, everything is figured out. You know what I mean? I do love that with Daredevil. Daredevil is one of the few shows where this nigga always end up bloody. He always end up half dead. He always getting, you know, medicine from nuns. You know what I mean? So like all in all, like I think if I would give it, and at the end of it, I would like for you to give it a number, right? I would give out of 10, I would give the season finale a 8 out of 10. I would give episode 8, which is before the season finale, a 9.5 out of 10. I think I think episode 8 was so good that it made everybody excited for the finale because it was that good. You know what I mean? But I would still say it was a solid, you know, kind of continuation. It set up season 2. As long as we're not waiting to 2034, and I'm happy.
I give it a 2 out of 10. I didn't like it, but since you gave all of that different background and info about it, I guess it makes sense. I'm not a super like comic book nerd or in terms of like the lore and knowing all of it, but I was looking it up while you were talking, and basically I guess so now we about to get the villain version of the Daredevil or something like that. So that's interesting. I think that's a cool, and now knowing that it makes it a little bit better. So now knowing that I'll give it a 5 out of 10. But watching that shit, I literally like left and went the episode 8. I had something to do. I did not do it. I watched the episode 8. Episode 9, it was 17 minutes left. I was like, yeah, I need to go. I'll finish this later. And I finished it earlier today.
But I agree with you. I think that it ending on episode 8 would have been so powerful, bro.
Yeah.
Like I just think like you may tell you something about me, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a track list whore. Okay. I think that the way stuff is assembled is extremely important, which is why, for example, one thing I've absolutely hated about like the last 4 or 5 Drake albums is like the curation that was there on Nothing Was the Same, and you know what I mean? Like Take Care, out the window, which is, I don't like that. You know what I mean? So what I don't like about how this season ended was like, bro, y'all cooked so damn well with episode 8. 9 wasn't needed. We learned nothing but niggas was in cages. That's it. I learned no new, bruh. Wilson Fisk ate another meal with his weird wife. They walked past everybody in a cage. You feel me? I take that back. Punisher killed like 12 people.
Spoiler alert! Damn. I definitely got to put that in the description. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. If you ain't seen it already, you a bum. You admit? Go. Okay, I don't care. But like that's the thing, and I agree with you. Like 8 was so well executed, bro. It was so like that episode, best episode of the season by far. Like cooking, momentum builder, and you give us 9, and they, what are we doing? So like I'm with you. I like regardless of the number, we both 8 was leaps and bounds like the best episode of the season.
No, yeah.
That and the bank heist episode. Those two cooked by far.
No, I agree. I can't argue with you on that, like literally at all. But since you said that, I guess I'm hopeful for the next season because I was like, man, I'm done watching this shit. But anyways, let's go ahead. Lesson of the week. What you learned this week?
Hey man, lesson of the week is you don't need everyone to believe in you. Just you. I think that is the biggest farce ever. No, there will never be a time where everybody believes in you. I think there will be a time that everybody that you value can believe in you. And everybody that is in that inner circle can believe in you. But everybody believe in you? God, no. It'll never happen. That's just not a thing. And so, you don't need that to be successful. You don't need that to be okay. You don't need everybody for anything on planet Earth. When the fuck did anything involve everybody? Never, ever. There's never been a thing.
This man is on fire with these fucking statements today.
There's never been anything in the history of human history where everybody
oxygen.
No. I'm saying where everybody was necessary.
I'm just talking shit.
No, it never happens. So if you want to feel better, understand this. There's yet to be one thing that succeeded that needed everybody to succeed.
Great lesson. My lesson of the week, keep going. Fuck it.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. The Stark ghetto-ness and his lessons of the week, I love. Like I'll be like,
I mean, let's get to the point. Like I hate when people be like, we gotta mentor the youth. Stop mentoring them. Tell them motherfuckers to get back to work. Get your ass back to work. I want to be an influencer. Well, go influence somebody. What do you mean? What are you talking to me about it for? Go make something that's influential and keep doing it forever. People can say what they want to about me. I've been creating content for 21 years, and I have never stopped.
Yep.
Since high school.
Because he's under 5 feet. He just
fuck it. Keep going. All right, Dion. Let's end it positive. Message as always. Affirmation of the week. Talk to the dreamers.
Affirmation of the week. Repeat after me. I am my own confirmation. That's it. I am my own confirmation. Stop looking for that external validation all the time. You validate yourself. You a bad mother, shut your mouth. You decide that you're the confirmation. That name at the bottom, it got to sign off. You sign off. Okay? So when you go through this week, heading into next week, remember this. You are the confirmation. Okay? And when I see you next week, I don't want to hear about nobody else being the confirmation. It's you versus you. Because you got this. Okay? Get going. Go be great.
This motherfucker said, "Get gone." All right, man. All right, man. The Dreamers is done with you right now. The Dreamers like, yeah. We tried to let Dion have one. We're not giving him this episode.
If
you told her to get out of here.
If y'all want to catch me, I'm gonna be on Crenshaw Boulevard with a pack of cupcakes. Okay, hoping Luke will stop.
All right, man. Y'all have a good weekend. Y'all gonna hear this Saturday morning. Enjoy your week. We'll get up with y'all next Wednesday, man. We keeping it consistent.
That's
vibing. Chief Dreamer Pod. It's your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Wordplay Comedy. Go follow it. We up next.
That's it, man. Dion, Dawson, Chief Dreamer. Find me on every platform. You know what time it is, man. Okay. And you know what? When we are back, what we gonna say? And we back.